So, spawning down in the bottom right-hand position, we have the green Protoss player representing the last resort. It is ZAiN. And his opponent up in the top left, the pink Zerg player from Core EU, none other than Mr. JonnyREcco. Good times. So, yeah, game 1. I'm not going to talk too much about that because for ZAiN, nothing really went to plan. Nice little bit of aggression from JonnyREcco, broke the front, which meant DTs couldn't get warped in when the Dark Shrine finished, which simply meant that actually the Dark Shrine did nothing and all of the opening was wasted. JonnyREcco did good damage, he carried on with the aggression and got himself into, oh my goodness, well, ZAiN got himself into a bad spot game 1, but in this game, he's going all out. The Overlord, oh no, guys, there's a gateway in your base. Bear in mind, all JonnyREcco needs to do now is kill that pylon, and he's fine. Just pull a couple of drones, kill the pylon, everything's good. And ZAiN's in a bit of a awkward situation now. Bear in mind that probe can't really do too much about this, because as soon as it comes over, the drones can attack. So ZAiN gonna have to try and build another pylon. Note as well that when this pylon goes down, ZAiN will be supply blocked, so he can't start the Zealot immediately either. Back at home, he does have another pylon, so that's actually quite important for him. But the drones will kill the first pylon. The second pylon has got more surface area, which means the drones can do more damage. Spawning pool nearly finished though. The probe desperately trying to get enough money out to make another pylon. Can the Chrono Boost get it through in time? JonnyREcco playing this just right. He's losing quite a bit of gas income as a whole by the lost mining time, but it's more than made up for. Probe tries to get away. The drone's now happy to come and sit back. 6-lings on the way. 6-lings can deal with the Zealot, and they'll be out in plenty of time, especially with the Queen. So yeah, this is looking good for Reko now. He doesn't want to waste any more mining time. Correct response to that. It was a greedy play by ZAiN, hoping that getting it down there would help. And oh no, the Zealot, it's on move, it's not on attack. That means it's taking a lot of free hits. Does manage to squeeze itself into a fun little point though. But good micro from JonnyREcco means that he lost, you know how many Zerglings? One Zergling went down. This pylon gonna get focused out. A cybernetics core being made back at home, but there's gonna be no production for quite a long time, unfortunately, for poor ZAiN. ZAiN back at home making another gateway, but JonnyREcco just droning heavily. He's getting a second queen out now. Gonna be expanding, and he is in an amazing spot at the moment. This is really an awkward situation for ZAiN, who's supply blocked as well, trying to get out that next pylon. He played a big gamble, trying to get this play to work, but unfortunately it just didn't. It got scouted, and when a proxy gate in your opponent's base gets scouted, there ain't much you can do. Credit to JonnyREcco though, great tactical decision, exactly how it should have been. Pull the drones, take out the pylon, prevent the Zealot coming out, and you're in a good spot. The counter-attack now going to be very hard to defend. May be able to get a Zealot in time. Could also go straight up for a Sentry. Does have Mothership Core. Can't actually start a Sentry. It could start a Stalker, but instead opting for that Zealot for the time being. Zerglings bounding their way over with glee. And well, Hatchery is on its way out. And yeah, all in all, this is looking very good for Reko at the moment. Mothership Core can do some nice little pokey damage. A couple of probes could theoretically get taken out, but Reko not wanting to risk it. He's ahead, and well, there's no need for Reko to do too much at this stage. He knows he's in a good spot. He knows the Nexus isn't down. What he's doing a quick little check for is if there was any, say, Twilight Council, for example, if he needed to rush out detection. Work count, JonnyREcco's up a little bit. ZAiN, though, if he gets his expansion down, if he can keep pumping probes, he's not too far behind economically. It's just his tech which is hurting a tad. But I think he can level it out if he plays solid from now on. I'm hoping he can, because I think if you take a risk like going for a proxy gate, not a proxy 2 gate, but just a single gate, you deserve some credit. And I think ZAiN showing some brave moves. JonnyREcco just got to play ultra safe though, making sure there's no proxies down, making sure there's no hidden tech. As long as he keeps a good forward eye on those sort of things, he should be feeling relatively okay. He's droning incredibly heavily. He's adding on a couple of additional gateways and that forge there. Well, are we going to be able to see him do something cool? Maybe we will. Anyway, In now comes a couple of extractors. He's going to go up to 3 gas. No Rotoron yet. Does have Zergling speed on its way. No Lair either. Is ZAiN going to be able to pull off a miracle here? Rico's staying on 2 bases for the moment, getting a lot of gas out, spreading the creep. Of course, the natural only just now finished for ZAiN. Here comes the Rotoron. 3 gas is usually indicative of going for a lot of roaches. Spinecrawl is getting started too, just in case there's a follow-up push, but +1 getting started here for ZAiN in the moment. And ZAiN taking a big risk, trying to get that 3rd Nexus down. Where's the Overlord going? The Overlord, okay, the Overlord doesn't see it yet. This is the sort of thing you've got to do in this situation. You're down because of what you tried to do. You're definitely at a disadvantage. So you've got to take a big risk. And a big risk is going for a 3rd Nexus when you don't really have too much to defend it with. It also means the tech for ZAiN at the moment is going to be very limited. He's only just now starting up a Stargate. So he's very vulnerable to big Hydra Ling style plays. And that could potentially be what Rico's looking for. He's starting up a 3rd hatch in his main. Not actually starting up a 3rd hatch at an expansion. Just getting a macro hatchery for the moment. To pump as many units as possible. But all in all, this should be quite an interesting game. Lots of queens coming out as well. This kind of mass queen play just simply means that Rico again wants to be able to deal with any void rays that are coming. Any pushes without having to get any roaches as of yet. So yeah, Rico now, if he scouts that 3rd, he's going to be in a good spot, but he's just going to start running straight at this probe. The sentry, note, does not have enough energy for a force field, so backs out, and Rico has not yet scouted the 3rd, is about to discover it, sees that there's a cannon there, however. Nice, very nice SimCity, means that these Zerglings aren't going to be able to do too much. Phone overcharge has been triggered. A couple of lone Zerglings are unfortunately going to die in the process from this. And now, with the double Stargate, we've got a lot of Phoenix production coming out. Unfortunately, JonnyREcco again going for that Nidus. Is he going to be able to place the Nidus before anything funky happens? ZAiN, if we look at his vision, can't see it. He doesn't know it's coming. The Phoenix will pop and should grant vision. He just sees a fraction of it. Is he aware though? Yep. Now he has definitely seen it, but unfortunately the Nidus is already coming. He doesn't have units there to actually be able to pick it up. Probes getting pulled, but Queens already making their way out. There's a lot of Queens here. A lot of roaches. Probes are dying. JonnyREcco following this up, and ZAiN GG's out straight there. JonnyREcco taking an early 2-0 lead in this best of 3.